All right, Personal Healthcare Reform, episode number 10, the Big 10. And if anybody has been following me on Twitter or Facebook, you know I've got some special stuff planned today. I'm gonna be getting my head chopped off. Apparently, off with his head. Okay, no, that's not the surprise today. You'll be seeing me live and not dead, as somebody predicted like 5 episodes ago. Kathy, thanks. So anyway, couple of things before we get rolling here. Julie Francesca, Dance Sport Studio in Plano, half off Zumba if you mention my name or Personal Healthcare Reform there. Also, their website, because I have that this time, incredibly, www.idance2.com. They're at 6505 West Park Lane, number 160 in Plano, Texas. So go see them, tell them I said hi, and get half off your first Zumba class. And Julie will possibly be joining us sometime this month. So be good to have her on here. Also, Willowbend Fitness, 2 weeks, 2 times with me, still out there. Go to www.willowbendfitnessclub.com. We're at 2500 North Dallas Parkway in Plano, Texas, so way up north there. Just wanted to put that out there, let everybody know about those. And Julie will be on here hopefully this month, because I'm planning on having a lot of different trainers on here talking about different stuff. We're going to hop to health in the news right quick, go over some things here. We'll start off with Wall Street Journal. Writing for the brain for children and the elderly. They've been doing MRI studies, things like that, looking at whenever kids start learning how to write, or the elderly whenever they start writing again or picking up a different language, or just writing period, writing journals, things like that. It helps keep the mind active, helps out with cognitive function, keeps your brain going, helps out with memory, things like that. So very, very interesting studies on there. So I wanted to put that out there. And also, they had a really neat article about dialysis on the go. So dialysis for busy patients. So anybody that has kidney issues, if you go into the hospital all the time getting dialysis, it's actually cheaper and easier to do it at your home. Medicare picks up the cost on the equipment, so you can do it whenever you need to do it in your schedule, at your house. Do some knitting, do some crossword puzzles, write a journal while you're there doing it, and it's a lot easier for everybody, and actually a lot less expensive for the entire system to do that. There's for anybody that's got cancer out there, there's a little thing out there right now called the nano knife. Still, basically, it's not FDA approved for usage yet. They're still working on FDA approval, but it's basically on the cutting edge for being brought in. Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. I'm glad I got a laugh out of that. I was working on that. So yeah, it's still on the cutting edge. Hopefully we'll get FDA approval next year. Basically, they take 2 electrodes, stick it into the little cancer cell, zap it, and it goes away. And that's the concept behind it. It's pretty cool stuff. They are also doing some high-altitude therapy for heart patients. They figure it works for athletes, so might as well, it'll probably work for them, for strengthening cardiac tissue and also getting more oxygenated blood out into the rest of the body. So that's pretty cool, because it does work very well. It actually increases the amount of red blood cells in the system. If anybody's ever gone up high, first day or two, you're breathing very deeply, very heavily, and then your body starts getting used to it. Then you come back down to sea level, and you got cardio for days. That's why fighters go do it. So that's how that works. Especially, it's legal blood doping is what it is. Dallas Morning News. Apparently, they were reading my poetry. For anybody that's been on my blog and read my poetry, have you all read my poetry, Kathy?
Yeah.
Did you? Okay. Did you like it?
Yes.
Was it good?
Yes.
Did it bring a little tear to your eye and make you cry?
I think actually
make you cry
people
and make
don't
you
know
laugh?
that how tender you are.
So I'm not that tender.
No, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. So I threw it out there. No, they actually have an article in here about listen to those aches and pains. So if you've read my poetry, that's what I talked about, listening to your aches and pains. They'll tell you what's going on with you. They actually talked about thyroid, heart attack and stroke, ACL injuries, gallstones, and what to look for in those different pains that you'll have. I'll get that on my blog, which I need to update. Sorry, everybody out there, I need to update that badly. But the big thing with thyroid, women are 5 times more likely to have thyroid issues than men, just because of biochemistry, all that stuff. Heart attack and stroke, they're actually more likely than men after the age of 35 to have heart attacks and stroke. I thought that was interesting. Most people don't realize that.
I think women are 5 times more likely on thyroid because we use it as that excuse. You know, how often is it?
No, it really
I have a bad thyroid.
Yeah, and it really comes down to biochemistry, and plus, plus women get so much more stress than men do, and how you handle stress is different than us. So there's that. ACL injuries. Women are 2 times more likely than men to have ACL injuries, and it's actually 10 times more likely in sports. So if you have a young daughter that's playing sports, make sure her knees, hips, ankles, all that stuff are working properly, which is what I have to do down at Dallas Heroes, because they're 10 times more likely to have an ACL injury and in their career right there. And gallstones, women aged 20 to 60 are 3 times more likely than men to have gallstone issues. So I want to throw that out there. And in a related article, obesity is 2 times more costly for women than men. Women on average are going to spend $4,900. Men will spend $2,700 if they're obese, just in medical costs. So just throwing it out there. Lose the weight.
He's looking at me.
I'm looking for everybody else. Looking at everybody else out there too.
Actually, you know what? I went and bought a bunch of salads and things, and I've been using the Skinny Diary.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Get the Skinny Diary.
Yeah.
The Skinny on theskinny.com.
Yeah.
Go get one. It will save your life.
And it's making me aware. So I've been actually very, very. I think skipping meals is my biggest problem. That's not good for you. But anyway, that's another issue.
So, but I wanted to throw that out there. So, women, if you're obese and you want to save $4,900 a year, trim down a little bit. Men, if you want to save $2,700 a year, trim that waistline. You'll get it right back in your pocket. Just throwing that out there. Also, in another related article, this is even better. Doctors are uncomfortable talking about diet and exercise to their patients. Can you believe that? You know why? Because they don't get any dietary instruction when they're in school. They learn about medicines and how to do surgery and all that stuff. There's nothing there about diet or exercise whenever you're a doctor. There's elective courses, 1 semester out of several years of coursework. So that's why. Hopefully they'll start remedying that. Otherwise, you can come see me. I'll talk to you about diet and exercise all day long. That's what I do. So that is health in the news, and now we're going to play around. So hopefully everybody out there will be very thoroughly entertained with this. We're going to see how well it goes.
You're the first one.
Yeah,
so
I'm the guinea pig
be
because it's episode 10, and I'm just going to have some fun with this. So I'm going to be on the green screen. So for all the Star Wars fans out there and everybody else that loves sci-fi and everything else, if you like The Matrix, you're about to see me in it. So without further ado, I'm going to take these off, and we're going to go get onto the green screen. Have some fun. All right, here we go.
Wow.
That looks good. I took
There's your microphone.
Yeah, am I on? Is this okay? Am I on? Hello.
Yeah.
All right. So this is our first time with the green screen, and
Tell us where that is.
okay,
You
you are now looking. Let me step out of the way here. You're now looking at the studio. This is our front room in the studio Dallas, the studio extremetraining.com. If you want to see me there, 635 and 635 in Preston. I'm losing my mind. Anyway, so this is our front room. This is where all the easy stuff is at. We'll go to the back room later on in another show. When I have a friend on, we're going to do kettlebells and stuff like that, and have some fun with that. Wow, I took a good shot there. I'm patting myself on the back right now. So, what we have, huh?
Go get on the ab machine.
Go get on the ab machine. Yeah. Hang on. Do the weather.
I would make a horrible weatherman at this point. That was horrible. Okay, I was trying to get on this machine back over here doing the pull downs.
Yeah.
And I completely messed that up. I'm sorry. I guess I could have gotten on the. There we go. This is cool. Yeah. Okay, I could have gotten on the leg press over here and done some leg presses for you. Yeah. I could have done some. Come here. The stretching machine over here. Yeah. So. Yeah. So. Anyway, this is the studio. What we're going to talk about while we're here in the studio, we're going to talk about the show today is the gravity of your situation. So hopefully everybody out there knows what gravity is. And so it keeps your feet tailed to the ground and makes you weigh what you weigh. And and talking about the gravity of your situation. No, this is not about Joey the Situation's abs, because I have better abs than he does.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, I wasn't really ready for that one yet. I'm jumping around. Like I said, we're
You're
in the
fast.
Matrix. It's like plugging in a program and we're there. We're going to have so much fun with this later on. Anyway, we're going to start off with your body, the machine. Oh, my Lord. I'm going to have to get through this quickly. All right, your body, the machine. Here's the basics with your body. Your body is basically, you have a CPU up here, okay, just like a computer does. You have some really cool levers, which are called bones, okay, which are wrapped around, which have these really thick, muscular things on them called muscles, which are like really, really smart bungee cords, if you want to call them that, because they stretch and expand and do all kinds of fun stuff. Same thing with tendons and ligaments. They just don't flex as much. And you have some really cool stuff called fascia, which wraps everything into a nice, neat compartment, keeps everything held together. It's kind of like the wrapping around the sausage, if you want to put it that way. So, since we were talking about sausages earlier,
yes.
I figured I'd throw that out there. So, in a nutshell, that's what your body is like. That's what I deal with on a daily basis. That's what all trainers deal with on a daily basis, and physical therapists. This is kind of how we see you when you walk through the door. We see a bunch of cool levers and joints, because you got little joints. That's a joint, just like a joint on a door, and you got to keep those things lubricated, otherwise they start to squeak. That's called pain and arthritis. So keep the joints lubed up. Come see us. We'll take care of you on that as well. A couple things about the gravity of your situation. The big thing is, does gravity count? Yes, it counts, because it's 365 days a year, 24 hours a day. It's constantly pulling you down. So whenever you see people with bad posture, things like that, that's because gravity is constantly pulling on you, and you're just not resisting it. So that's why we have resistance training. We're resisting the pull of gravity and the pull of whatever else is pulling on us, whether it's a dumbbell or a cable or something like that. To get on with resistance training, most people don't realize this. Cardiovascular work, running on the treadmill, doing the bike, all that stuff, it's resistance training. If you did not know that, you know that now, because you're pushing against something. It's constant resistance. So on the other side of that, since it's resistance training, that means resistance training is also cardiovascular work, because your heart rate's always up. So I'm just going to flip the switch on everybody here and confuse everybody and make you say, oh my God, what did you say? That's right. Cardiovascular is resistance training, and resistance training is cardiovascular work. They're one and the same. It's just two different ways to get into the same place. I got to wrap this up. I'm about out of time. Yep, they're black carding me right now. So we're going to move on. I'll see you next week. We've got kettlebells and all kinds of other stuff coming at you, and we're going to be using this a lot.
Thank you, Clint. That was, I mean, we are going to have fun with that, aren't we? We're going to have fun with that, and you know what? I'm sorry you had to, that we didn't, having put it up, you're going to have to go a little bit more into the gravity again.
Can he actually go back there real quick? I mean, there's another thing that I wanted to try out with him.
Okay.
I mean, he was doing so good that I figured that it would be really well done if we just finished it out with Clint the Weatherman.
Yes. 102. Where did you get this picture? Oh,
This is us,
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
102. This is where we're at, right in this general area right here. And there's going to be cold front coming right through here.
Yeah.
And it's going to push straight through.
Hey, that's good exercise. Well, that was a lot of fun. You know, and that's the thing is, we hope to be able to use that. And thank you for being the first one. You kind of you went out there and christened it for the show, because you could see what you can do, and I could see that you had some other pictures too of your gym and everything.
I spent one day. I've got like 20 or 30 pictures of both the places that I'm at. And actually, whenever I bring Julie in here, we're probably going to go to her studio and do some filming there and put that on there. So, but yeah, we're gonna have some fun with that. I threw some ideas out to some trainer friends of mine. Told them what I was thinking about doing. They said, we're going to defriend you if you do this.
Well, don't worry about, no one ever defriends anyone. Anyway, I want to thank y'all for watching the show today, and please come back.